Welcome back YouTube to more CTF challenges. We're doing more web challenges. There are some challenges in the medium difficulty left, and we can begin with some assembly required to. We did part 1 in the last video, so we can do part 2 now. So if we go to the given website, we have the same interface, and if we enter the flag and go to Kaido, this time I'm using Kaido, we see this obfuscated JavaScript. And if we look at these values, we see that we have this file from the previous challenge. And if we go to this endpoint, we download this file. So here we have this file, and I downloaded this file, this tool called what to the wasm. So it just makes WebAssembly more readable. So if we run this with our file, we get this more readable assembly. So we can see this string, we see the string down here. And if we look at I32, we can grab this, and we see that this is XOR. And if we try to XOR this, we would get the flag, and we see const 8. So we can XOR with key 8 to get the flag, or just use XOR brute force. And here we see the flag. Okay, and the next challenge is called Web Gauntlet 3. We did part 1 and part 2 previously. Oh, we didn't do part 1. We will do it today. So the description says that there is only 25 characters this time, and we need to log in as admin. And it gives us a filter, the same as previous time. But this time I tried the same payload. Exploit it didn't work because null byte doesn't work this time. The string bypass works just fine. We did this last time and it works. This combines the string. So to bypass password, we can look at SQLite operators that are not in the filter. So we can do this, I'm pretty sure, with is not. I tried with glob, it worked. And so I will show you how it works with is not and glob. So first let's try with is not. So all we need to do is do like a is not be like that to be our password, because there is single quotes in the start and in the end. We will just remove this, and we can use this, and it should probably work. Yeah, it worked, as you can see. Because a is not b, it returns true. And we can try with glob just for fancies. So glob is like the same as like operator. So it just checks the pattern if it's the same. So if we use glob with a star, then it should always return true. And because we don't need the first single quote, we can do it like this. Oh, we also don't need the last one, so this should work. And it did work, as you can see here. And if we go to the filter and refresh, we get the flag here. Okay, and the next challenge is called more cookies. The description says, I forgot cookies can be modified client-side, so now I decided to encrypt them. And if we go to the website, it says, welcome to my cookie search page, only the admin can use it. And if we look at the cookies, we have a cookie called auth name. And if we copy this and go to CyberChef and decrypt from base64, we get this weird string. And if we look at the description again, we see that cookies B and client side are started uppercase letter, because CBC, this talks about block cipher mode of operation or cipher block chaining. So this used XOR, and there is this bit flipping attack on CBC. You can read this article about this, and so I modified script from this stockexchange.com article formatter, and I turned into this, and when I ran it I got the flag, but it took a while, so I won't do it again. So this is the script. There is the clean b64 and then the bit flip functions. This is the cookie. So there is this double for loop to brute force every bit in position. So it bit flips the cookie and then sends the request to the website with the cookie. And if in the response there is CTF, then it prints out the flag. So yeah, if you run this, you will get a flag, the flag in a few minutes. Okay, so the next challenge is called It Is My Birthday, and the description says that we need to upload 2 PDFs to this website and they need to have the same md5 hash. And if we go to the website, here we can upload these PDFs, and if we upload test2 and test1, we get md5 hashes do not match. So in the description it says, you wouldn't believe me how long it took me to find a collision, and it's referring to md5 collisions. So I found this article's md5 collision demo. There is this things called collisions md5s. So 2 files can have md5 sums that are the same. So it gives us an example files, a hello and erase with the same md5 sums, and I just downloaded them and renamed to PDF files, and then if we upload them, yeah, we get the flag. Okay, and the next challenge is web conlet. We did part 2 and 3 before, so this should be easier. So the description says, can you beat the filters? And as before, it gives us the login page and then the filter.php. I have some SQLite expressions opened, and the first one is just R. So we can do admin and quote and then comment to comment out the password and the random password. Okay, it works. Now we can check. Now it blocks the comment and equals. So we can do admin and then quote and then another type of SQL comment and then random password. Nice. So we can try single quote and then semicolon to end the SQL statement. Nice. On to the round 4. Now it blocks admin. So you can use the same trick we did before to truncate the string, then the semicolon. Nice, last round. And we can do the same because they didn't block anything else. And congrats. And if we refresh, we get the flag here in filter.php. Okay, and the next challenge is way easier than the last one. It's again SQL injection. If we go to admin login, and we just do simple or 1 equals 1, then comment out. Let's do the same for password. Just log in and we get the flag. Nice. Okay, so the next one is called client side again. We did the part 1 previously. So if we go to the website, there is this new and improved login. And if we look at the page source, we see this script, JavaScript script. And if we go to JavaScript beautifier and beautify the code, at the top here we see all of the flag parts. So we see CTF, then not this again, then the last part. Yeah, so we can do like this. You can just guess how it's put together, or you can just ask like ChatGPT. There's nothing else to this, so yeah, let's go to the next one. And next we have Irish name part 2. So we have the same challenge. We need to log in. So if we send test request and go to our Kaido, we have this login.php, and if we set debug to 1, we can see the SQL statement. And if we change the username to admin and test, I did as web conlet 3 challenge we did today. single quote, then space, and glob, space, single quote, star. And that way we get the flag. This works because the glob bypasses password because it returns true. Okay, and the last challenge for today is JWT Scratchpad. And if we go to the link, we can create our account. Let's use subscribe, and when we log in, we can look at our cookies and see that we have JWT. If we go to jwt.io, there are hints in this page, that's cool. And here it suggests John the Ripper to crack the secret. If we paste our cookie JWT, we see that our user is subscribed, and we want the secret so we can forge our own cookies and be an admin. So we can use, I personally like hashcat more than John the Ripper, so I use hashcat. So I use this command, mode 1650 and then roku.txt, and we get that the secret is I love Pico. So if we supply the secret here, go to JWT encoder, change this to admin, and copy this, then we can change the value to this, and we get the flag here. So that would be it for today, and I will see you in the next one.